Alright, we're back. We already got our mash done. So the mash has been sitting in here for about an hour and 15 minutes. We already did a little test and we already know that we have conversion going on. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open this up. You're going to look inside the mash tun. And had you been here, you could get a real nice aroma of all these malts and grains that have been mashing for us. What we did in the interim while we were waiting for the mash to get finished is we prepared 5 gallons of water. We're at 175 degrees and we're going to get ready to do a sparge. Sparge is where we take all the water that's in the mash tun that is full of sugar. We're going to run it into the boil pot, and then at the same time we're going to add sparge water to rinse the excess sugar off of the grain and put it into the boil pot. For this particular recipe, we're going to look for 8 to 8 1/4 gallons in the boil pot. So we have our mash here. We have our 175 degree water. What we're going to do is we're going to add our 175 degree water into our mash tun. And what he's going to do is he's going to add a little bit of temperature to this mash. He's going to thin out some of the sugars so they rinse off a little bit easier. And then we're going to pour this all into the boil pot. We'll be right back in a minute. All we're doing is just adding a couple of gallons in here. We're going to hold it for about 4 to 5 minutes. Then we're going to open them up. The sugars are going to be available. And then we're going to do our Vorloff, which is going to be very similar to a first runnings. We're going to be taking the wort out of the mash tun, making sure that there's no grain in the wort, and then we're going to run that into our boil pot. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.